Any updates, Shepard?
Our backup's waiting for us at the drop point. Arlac Company, Krogan Commandos.
That's correct. They are an accomplished unit. Made famous for their decisive action liberating a colony from Batarian pirates.
Good to hear. Other than that, there's been no word from a team of Krogan scouts since they went through the Rachni relay.
There are many reasons that communication with the scouts could be disrupted.
We don't know much, but no Rachni activity has been reported.
Still, it's troubling there are rumors at all. It's been years since you released the last Rachni Queen on the condition she'd disappear forever. Her race was all but extinct. She would not risk annihilation by starting a war.
Just be ready for anything.
Yeah, shuttle just arrived. You better get moving, Team 2.
My boy!
See anything, let me know.
Grunt?
Shepard? Shepard!
What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same question. Didn't those idiots lock you up?
They did. Put me in lockdown to keep the Batarians off me. Didn't want problems with the Council while they prepared for war. But the situation changed.
Yeah, they got bigger problems, all right. That's why I'm out here running Arlac Company. They're tough, think they're invincible. Reckless, but effective.
Sounds familiar, Grunt. How'd you go from being new and unproven to your own command?
Wasn't easy. When Rex put Arlac Company together, he needed a leader who represented the future of our species. Thanks to you, I completed my rite of passage on Tachanka and became part of Clan Urdnot. I was an equal, and being the strongest, I was chosen to lead this honored company.
I bet some didn't like a tank-bred Krogan being in charge.
I collected a few scars earning my place here. These Krogan respect me.
You were a pain in the ass, Grunt. But if your Krogan are half the soldier you are, we might make it out of here.
Glad you're here to crack some heads, Shepard. Hard to believe this might be Rachni. Seems crazy. The Rachni. A chance to face the old enemy? Impossible to resist.
We don't know if the Rachni had anything to do with this. We're here to find the scouts. I didn't see any signs of activity during our approach.
Agreed. But this place smells wrong. Like a bad wound. Our scans showed the tunnels down there lead to a large central point. If we're lucky, it's a nest.
Sounds like fun. Just like old times, Grunt.
Arlac Company, move out! Grab what you need, Shepard. Meet me at the scout camp ahead.
Sounds good.
Good to see my boy back. What, we all know that Grunt is Shepard's adopted son. We helped, get him out of that pod. We helped bring him into this world. We helped raise him when he was a youngin'.
Not surprised Grunt found his way into the action. Little guy's all grown up. Glad he's here.
Me too. Alright.
Will do.
By the way, I had Garrus switch to the other Widow because it actually does more damage than the Black Widow does. Seriously.
It's very quiet here.
Yeah.
Ready, Shepard. We're right behind you. ready to go?
What did you do after the collectors were defeated?
I spent most of my time back on Tachanka learning what it was to be Krogan. In the lab where I was created, the lessons were like fighting with practice weapons. They had no bite, no impact. I needed the blood and pain. I made mistakes, but I learned.
Did Warlord Okeer imprint anything on you about the Rachni during your creation?
Okeer ensured I knew of the Rachni. They are respected as an enemy. Everyone thought they were dead, defeated by the Krogan. You proved that wrong. If they're here, my blood demands they die.
Tell me more about this company.
Arlak means Eye of Wrath. We are named after the fierce Tachanka's son. Rex handpicked us from different clans to show a united Krogan. We were sent because we're the strongest.
What happened to the scouting party?
Looks like something dropped half their camp down a hole. Their shuttle must have been lost as well. They weren't going anywhere. Doesn't matter. We're here to find the Rachni and burn them out.
All right, let's get going.
Finally. Right behind you, Shepard.
Ow!
Everyone all right?
Shepard! You in one piece?
Looks like we're all okay. Keep in radio contact.
On our way!
Alrighty.
Something up ahead.
I see it. Grunt, got a body of a scout here. Been dead a few days.
Yeah. If he has his weapon, grab it. You won't need it anymore.
The flamethrower.
Is that webbing?
Looks like it.
This darkness is going to make it a little harder, Shepard.
Agreed. Everybody be ready.
So yeah, you guys want to have an aliens type of mission? Well, here we go. Because you saw those, right? Now imagine...
Movement. Anybody catch that?
Confirmed.
Yeah. Imagine if those were filled with face huggers.
Some kind of plot ahead.
Careful.
Yeah,
Careful
what
with
is
your
that?
Creepy. Well, you guys know the phrase, kill it with fire, right? I'd say that's appropriate for this mission. Especially since we got our hands on the flamethrower.
Note the wire, Shepard. Reaper technology.
Maybe.
Boy, why am I getting such... Sorry if you're noticing like some frame rate or stuttering issues. That's on my end too. Oh. Well, actually, I don't want to pick that up just yet. Actually, it looks like I probably need to. Because we're about to drop down. Yeah, we'll just go this way. Oh, these things.
We got company!
Light him up, Shepard.
Shepard, is that Rachni?
Good eye.
So about those things we just encountered.
The Reaper called Harvard. Ravagers are former Rachni that the Reapers have transformed into heavy artillery through a process of implantation and genetic modification. As walking organic turrets, they can sustain and inflict considerable damage. Ravagers bear egg sacs that continuously spawn swarmers. If the sacs are destroyed either during combat or upon the Ravager's death, their entire contents burst forth to charge the enemy and explode on contact. A dead Ravager expels a caustic gas and an acidic puddle. Alliance scientists have theorized that it is easiest for the Reapers to maintain control over units of Rachni genetic extraction because of the species' neurological predisposition for hive mind consensus.
Yeah.
Grunt, Rachni presence confirmed. Modified and very dangerous.
Finally, something to kill. Nothing here yet. Lost a Krogan to a sinkhole. Bad way to go.
The nest has to be here. The significant amount of Reaper forces indicates we are on the right path.
Yep. Explore the tunnels. Oh, there we go. I didn't see that over there. That area over there, sorry.
Look at this. No question Reapers have been here.
Agreed. Let's find out why.
A barrier, Shepard.
Copy that.
How are we getting by this? This looks important. That did it. Shepard!
Anyone injured?
Looks like we're finding another way out of here. Come on!
What was that noise, Shepard? Sounded bad.
Cave in. We're all right.
Good. Didn't want to dig you out.
Now that hurts my feelings, Grunt.
Yeah.
Of course, notice that if I do this, closer, I'm taking damage.
Shepard, I know what happened to the scouts.
What'd you find?
They got hit hard. The leader ordered them to carry weapons deep into the caves. He knew the next team would need help.
They died making sure we could make it to the central chamber. Come on.
Of course, we gotta hear the creepy sounds. And of course, we have to have exploding husks. There's one other thing about this mission that just... I played this. The first time.
Looks like a last message. He's asked that it be delivered to an Asari named Ereba on the Citadel.
Now, it doesn't say, but that's Char. You remember Char, right? Do you remember back in Mass Effect 2 when we went to Ilium and we encountered this Krogan Asari couple? That the Asari, she wasn't really sure about their relationship, but he was standing there trying to woo her with poetry saying, "Oh, blue rose of Ilium." And we convinced her to take him back and get together with him, that he actually did care about her and want to be with her. Well, we encountered her back on the Citadel. She referenced that, saying that her husband was out part of the war. That's him. Now, what we just found was a message that he made for her. And we're going to get to take that back to her on the Citadel. And let me tell you guys, it's heartbreaking. It's so sad. And especially when we hear her reaction to it. Ugh. It's one of those moments I've never forgotten, when I realized that it was him. And then when I took it, to her and heard her reaction, oh, that got to me. Just knowing that here, apparently in his final moments, probably slowly dying, that he wanted to make one last message for
Another
her.
call, Shepard.
Expect trouble.
So yeah. That'll be heartbreaking when we go back to give that to her. Oh, what is going on with my frame drops right now? Oh, cannibals! Lovely.
pressure up!
Understood!
Doing it now!
Oh yeah, that's not creepy at all.
Stay low. Don't let it get a beat on you.
I mean, come on. Those look so much like the aliens' eggs.
We must be getting close, Shepard. Some heavy fighting. Tough bastards.
Casualties?
It's fine. Krogan fight better angry.
I mean, I'm not gonna disagree with them. Croak, fight better, angry.
Rachni favor highly toxic environments for breeding, but this atmosphere is breathable.
The Reapers must have changed them. They definitely look different. I bet they're breeding an army down here. Breeding like flies. And this place is well hidden. I mean, it adds up.
I agree. And they're throwing everything they've got at us so we don't reach the nest.
I'd say it's a pretty handy way of getting rid of all the eggs. There's Grunt.
Blocked and getting overrun. Move it, Shepard.
My own weapons and abilities are more effective than those flamethrowers. Honestly.
Thanks, Shepard. That wasn't webbing stopping us. That was Reaper tech.
We ran into it too.
The Rachni have backed off for now, but they can smell our wounds. Any worthy enemy would regroup and finish us. Soon.
We're close, Grunt. Those barriers were protecting whatever's down that passage.
We'll dig in here, kill anything that moves. Buy you some time.
Good luck.
I don't need luck. I have ammo. Krogan, get ready!
I've always loved that response. I don't need luck, I have ammo.
Heads up, more eggs.
Take it slow.
Take it slow. I just slammed them with one, I destroyed them all with one slam.
What is that?
Your Majesty?
Grunt, we've located the central chamber.
Good. We got your back, Shepard.
Move it! Damn it!
We need a switch.
Heavy resistance. This is it, people!
Shepard, over here.
Come on, we gotta get past these barriers.
Let's get to the other side. More of those power nodes.
They aren't letting up. Stay focused.
Neither are we.
Their numbers are staggering. Keep it up, people.
Shepard, the Rachni are backing off. Whatever spooked them won't last. Finish the job.
Copy that.
There she is.
What the?
Our note has ceased.
What are you?
The last queen. We listen for the children. They are silent. Although the machines come and take them to war, they die alone, silent, far away.
The Reapers did this to you?
The sour note of the machines is everywhere.
I let you go back on Novaria. You promised not to interfere anymore. The Rachni were supposed to disappear.
We remember. We kept our promise, retreated back through the relay. We started a new home. Beautiful children. Harmony. But the machines came. They heard our song. Their shriek of sour notes drowned us out.
They can't hurt you anymore.
We understand.
Can you still feel the Reapers? Can they influence you?
We hear the machines, but they cannot control us. Remove this last shackle, and we are free. The children return. They will destroy us all. Release us! We're getting movement here. A lot of movement.
Copy that, Grunt. Are you capable of fighting the Reapers?
We hate the machines. We will fight for our unborn children. Release us!
She's badly wounded. She needs too much time to escape.
Shepard, we're out of time. We stay here, Arlec Company dies. Is that clear?
Listen up! Arlac Company holds the Rachni off while the Queen escapes. We'll buy you some time. Grunt, fall back to our position and lead us out.
Damn you, Shepard! I'm leaving my team. On my way!
Commander!
That's an order. She's too valuable an asset to lose.
Not to mention, you know, extinction is never a good thing. Morden even said that himself.
Get us out of here.
Shuttle's down that path. I'll hold them off. Get out of here, Shepard!
It's time for my moment of being a badass.
My turn.
I'll be honest, the first time I saw this, I wasn't sure if he was actually gonna make it or not. I actually thought they were setting us up here where he actually was going to die. Because I was expecting a lot of people to die. Now I was hoping that it would, you know, be influenced whether or not I could actually prevent it from happening or not, but in a situation like this, you kind of expect a lot of people to die.
Cortez,
And I thought in that moment, oh gosh, did Grunt just die?
Commander, shuttle is waiting.
And I was kind of fully expecting it. And then I saw him here. And I was so happy.
Grunt!
Anybody got something to eat?
Mama Shepard took over there for a second. She was so happy and relieved to see her boy emerge there and is carrying him off. Like I said, she considers Grunt her boy.
I'm reviewing your report on the Rachni situation, Commander. This could have gotten complicated fast. I hope you know what you're doing, cutting a deal with the Rachni Queen. We got burned last time. I'm trusting your instincts, Commander.
We can count on her support, Admiral.
I hope so. But we cut the Reaper supply of new Rachni troops and picked up some additional Krogan support. I call that a victory. I've got to get back to it, Commander. Watch yourself out there. Hack it out.
Shepard, you made it out of there. Sounds like I missed a hell of a fight.
It was bloody, Rex. We could have used you.
Too busy talking rather than fighting. Feeling restless. A war going on and I'm stuck keeping the peace. I heard you made some kind of deal with the Rachni Queen. If they get out of hand again, it's your ass on the line.
Understood.
I heard Grunt managed to get out of there with a few scratches.
You could say that.
We'll get him patched up, back in the fight.
Good to hear.
I should get back to it. Keep me posted, Shepard.
Commander, Admiral Anderson is available on VidCom.
Let's talk with him.
Shepard. So I imagine by now you've wiped the galaxy clean of Reapers and we can all come up for air?
Not quite. There've been a few complications.
Aren't there always? Hackett filled me in on the Crucible. Sounds like you've got some knots to untangle.
I'm just glad I could take care of one of them for you. I gather you and Kaylee Sanders were close?
I owe you for that one, Shepard. Kaylee and I met almost 20 years ago. We even had a run-in with Saren in his early days. She and I were... more than close.
She misses you.
I miss her. End of the world has a way of reminding you what you forgot to do. Maybe when the war's over, Kaylee and I will do something about that.
That's the line.
I can hope. But you've got a bigger problem right now. Like a galaxy full of scared bureaucrats.
I'm sorry, just like I said earlier, that line right there he just said about how, sometimes the end of the world, reminds you of things that you forgot to do, and, well, maybe when this is over, Kayla and I will finally do something about that. And that's exactly what I was hoping for. That we were going to, have our victorious ending, and Anderson was going to survive it, and he and Kaylee were going to finally end up together. I was so hoping for that. And I'm still upset and salty to this day that Anderson doesn't get the happy ending with Kaylee Sanders that I wanted for him. He deserved it, and he didn't get it. I'm still... Even the happy ending mod doesn't do that. And it's... I don't think there's any way around it, unfortunately. The only way I can imagine that it happening is that scene at the end gets cut short, and then later, we're having the memorial scene, and we see Anderson there somehow. I'm just saying, I want my happy ending for Anderson and Kaylee Sanders. Is that really so much to ask? Really? Is it really too much?
It's what you hired me to do.
Mostly you were hired to kill Reapers. I hope you haven't been sidetracked by all the politics.
Nothing I can't handle. What about you? What's happening on Earth?
I'll spare you the details. But let's just say a lot of cities around the world have stopped checking in.
That bad?
You and I knew what we were in for, but everyone else? I don't think the shock's worn off yet.
Are you safe?
That changes by the hour. I caught a shuttle evac out of Vancouver, and now we're running from foxhole to foxhole just trying to stay alive.
What about the Reapers?
They're harvesting everything that moves. They're focusing on the big cities, which does give us some room to maneuver.
You think you can hang on?
Hell, we're still just trying to talk to each other. Right now, all we can do is organize the resistance at a local level. No lack of volunteers, at least. Everybody knows what's at stake.
I don't know how we'll win this yet, but we will. Even if it kills me.
Well, you already died once, and that didn't slow you down. But let's not tempt fate. Keep yourself safe, Shepard.
You too, sir.
We'll talk again soon. Anderson out.
Rachni workers. Not at all mindless insects, the Rachni are capable of feats of engineering comparable with any sentient species. While initially greeted with suspicion, the Rachni workers dispatched to the Crucible have integrated into the project smoothly. They work especially well on tasks that benefit from group work, and senior Crucible staff members are learning to trust the Rachni with more complex problems. Krogan clans. Grunt. The perfect Krogan was thrown into the world without a past, a name, or a cause. After destroying the Collectors with Commander Shepard, Grunt returned to Tuchanka to learn what it meant to be Krogan. After countless arguments and brawls, the clans have granted Grunt a modicum of acceptance. Tough, wary, and cunning, the young Krogan knows this experience will pay off now that it's time to fight the Reaper forces.
Need something, Shepard?
That's it for now, Rex. Let's get back to work.
Anytime.
So the Rachni thing just kind of went away as an option.
You hear we had to evac another colony? We're losing a lot. Don't hear about the Reapers losing much.
Well, Reapers don't have colonies. Neither does Cerberus. If they did, we could drop an asteroid on them.
Commander, Cerberus is attacking civilians on Benning. We've been asked to help evacuate the planet.
Look at that galaxy map. Do you know how many strategy games are built from that interface?
You play strategy games?
A few. Most are too flashy, though. I prefer chess. I have a set made from rose quartz and hematite back home. I like the feel of something solid in my hands.
Well, now that I know your weakness, we might have to try a game.
It'd be more fun than playing Edie. Edie doesn't sweat.
You sweat playing chess?
Depends on how much fun we're having.
You know, my lab studied the Rachni. Long-distance communication with no time lag, the ability to control workers, and at close range, the Queen can even speak through dead or dying members of other species.
Glad they're on our side.
If we can develop instant long-range communication without quantum entanglement, maybe when this war is over. Commander?
This one... Oh, this is from a Hanar. This one's virtual intelligences have detected significant communications that reference a species that you are reputed to have met on Novaria in 2183. This one felt that you would appreciate the knowledge that any inappropriate communications regarding this species will be altered. This one believes that this will protect you and your agreement with this species from invasive scrutiny by biased media and an uneducated citizenry. Although this could also be the Rachni? It should be noted that this one's ability to interfere with these specific communications will reduce as sightings of this species become more prevalent on the front line. A technician of special tactics and recon. Shepard, I've been working on something that I'd like to show you. Can we meet in your quarters when you have a moment? Now, I believe it's actually possible to get Rex... not Rex. Grunt as a member once you have gotten him, but I guess not yet. I think there's something else I have to do to actually get Grunt as a selectable character. Oh well. That's something we can do later. Enigma Beyond the Facts. Someone related to the Solarian Spanish for Civil Space. We know almost nothing about them. The reason for their expulsion has been expunged from the archives as well as data, except records of their current activities. With our limited information, we know that they have a smuggling ring that lies within the Terminus systems. Spectre's authorization would allow diplomatic channels to be opened to the same smugglers and allow legal entry into Citadel space in exchange for their help with the war effort. This action is highly likely to upset the Solarian leadership. Yeah, well, I'm already going to be doing something to upset them, so deal with it.
Commander, Chief Engineer Adams would like to speak with you down in engineering.
Okay. Looks like I have to go around and do some chatting with people.
Don't worry, Edie. Once the Krogan are gone, we'll get rid of the smell.
While this body has olfactory sensors, I do not have positive or negative associations with any specific scent.
Oh. Well, lucky you. How's Grunt? Our little tank baby's all grown up, huh?
Yes,
He'll
he
be on
is.
his feet and killing again in no time.
Well, you learn from the best, Commander. Every time he incinerates someone with a shotgun and does that little laugh, he'll think of you. Edie says it was Rachni down there?
Yeah.
I thought they were on our side after you saved the Queen on Novaria.
It wasn't her fault. She got captured. She's with us now.
Until the next time the Reapers sing a sour yellow note of whatever.
Shepard, I had a question about human behavior.
Why is it you never have questions about Asari behavior or Turian behavior?
I tried asking Liara questions about the Asari bonding process. She said I do not guard the secrets of the Normandy's crew carefully enough for her to entrust me with such private information. The Asari word she used translates as blabbermouth. I think she has become a more private person since becoming the Shadow Broker.
Tell me about it.
Commander?
Hello, Shepard.
I guess after that she was like, well, I guess I won't ask Garrus about Turians.
Commander, I understand you faced Rachni on your mission.
You know about them?
In our cycle, we use them as weapons. Biological proxies. It was before I was born, but every Prothean had heard the stories. When we knew of them, the Rachni spent their lives singing thoughts to each other. But our scientists were more interested in their biology. The Rachni were well suited to harsh conditions. So we bred them for violence, selecting the most cunning and warlike of the queens. Then we unleashed them upon our enemies. For a time, it worked, until they became too cunning and warlike and turned on us. We put them down before they could develop any further. We thought they had been exterminated. Yet it seems our experiment evolved into this cycle's nemesis. There was no such thing as trusting the Rachni in our cycle. They were animals. But if they will fight the Reapers now, so be it. Rachni proved the universe favors the strong. Our cycle tried to exterminate them, then yours, and they still survived. I would prefer to be alone.
Commander, remember the problem I mentioned? About a core overload possibly venting into the engineering compartment? Daniels, Donnelly, Edie, and I have been brainstorming and comparing notes.
You see, the venting occurs when IES sinks are in a back cycle, at the same moment the main core is at peak draw, such as from sustained kinetic.
What Kenneth means to say is that we're pretty sure we can make the system safer.
We just need a GX-12 thermal pipe. Unfortunately, we're cut off from Alliance supply chains. Could you keep an eye out for one the next time you're on the Citadel, Commander? I've got the specs right here.
Are these modifications really necessary?
It's a safety issue, not exactly critical. Under extreme conditions, like heavy bombardment to the kinetic barriers while traveling at peak flight speeds, plasma can vent into this compartment.
It would vaporize anyone standing in this room.
That sounds more serious than just a safety issue.
Well, under those conditions, odds are you're about to lose the entire ship anyway.
But we want every advantage we can get, right?
I'll look for one the next time we go to the Citadel.
Thanks, Commander. Commander.
Shepard.
My board is green.
So, Rachni, that must get your mouth watering.
Can't do a story. That's as classified as it gets.
I suppose it would cause a panic, but wouldn't the news drive up recruiting?
It might also piss off a Krogan with diplomatic immunity. No thanks. Commander.
Hey, Esteban, for your shuttle being so stealthy and all, you sure do get shot at a lot.
Well, the UT-47A stealth systems only internalize heat and high-band emissions. So while few sensors can pick us up, our cover is blown as soon as someone looks up.
Time for an upgrade.
Most scanners and tracking systems don't operate in mid-range frequencies. Sure, maybe we've been shot at, but we haven't been shot down.
Yet. Lucky for us, you're almost as good a pilot as you think you are.
Well, yeah, there's that too. Wish you could have seen that gun on Tachanka firsthand. I cut the auditory emulators and watched that Cerberus cruiser gracefully and silently disintegrate. Beautiful.
Sometimes I worry about you, man.
The munitions you carry into the field deserve at least a triple check. Hello, Commander.
Parts of Tachanka reminded me of the desert back home. The lizards and worms are bigger, but, you know, the sand and everything. Rachni? Of all the things that... It's like you got the opposite of a horseshoe up your ass. Grunt is crazier than you, and that's saying something. You're better look. Hey.
Whoops, sorry. There it is. Well, I think we just got it, so let's see if we can just go give it to him.
Commander, good news on the installation of that thermal pipe you got us.
It went right brilliant. Much better than we expected.
I told you it would.
It gets better. While interfacing through our ezo capacitors, our Miss Daniels here had an epiphany.
I wouldn't go that far.
She and Donnelly deduced some theoretical improvements to our capacitor design. Edie and I ran with it and documented our conclusions. Our core is too compact to apply our theories, but it could help the Crucible engineers. Give the word and I'll send the plans their way.
Do it.
Aye, aye.
Well done, everyone.
Commander.
Wasn't the first time I faced Rachni.
Really? You've seen them before?
A few years back, on Novaria, Saren and his minions were trying to extract information from the Rachni Queen.
You saw the Queen?
Hell, we spoke to her.
You spoke? I can't imagine that. The things you've done, sir, they're amazing.
Well, it didn't seem that way at the time. Mostly, you're just clawing your way out of one mess and into another, hoping your ass comes along for the ride. Just one word, Shepard. Grunt. There'll be a lot more dead Reapers now.
Yeah.
Siding with the giant spiders again, huh, Shepard? Let's hope this finally pays off.
Garrus, they're not spiders. If they were, trust me, things would be different.
Most people have never even seen Arachni. The Normandy, we're a regular safari tour. If I never see another spider again, I'll die a contented Turian. Unless they have spiders in the afterlife. Damn.
Darn it, Garrus.
Shepard.
Don't do that to me.
Commander.
I'd like to hear the song.
Again? Trying to calculate amino acid decay rates.
You said you would once the tests were done.
Oh, better to die to a thresher maw with shotgun blasting, roaring raw than to play ambassadorial games with the blood of Shiagar in her veins. Off to fights Instaurians can't, with diplomats instead of a Krant, but she'll be true to Tuchanka's dream and live and die a Krogan queen. For she is the Krogan queen, hurrah, hurrah for the Krogan queen, and it is a glorious thing to be the Krogan queen. Still prefer patter songs.
Of course. I really had to twist your arm.
That was the one. That was the one I really wanted to get. So this is the extra doctor. Huh, she actually showed up here. That's impressive. I thought it was just like, oh yeah. But no, it's actually a visual representation of the doctor that we chose to join Chakras' staff. That's awesome. I love that.
Have we found any new engineers for the Crucible glyph?
5 ex-Sonax Industries scientists who attempted to reverse engineer Prothean technology stolen from planet Garvuk. They are technically still wanted by the Council for hiding Prothean technology. As well, Sonax's part in instigating an illegal war on Garvuk.
I'm sure the Council will forgive that for helping with the Crucible. Extend those scientists amnesty and an invitation.
Right away.
Working on anything?
I'm helping decode some of the Crucible's designs, or trying to. Theoretical particle physics based on specialized base 12 mathematics aren't exactly my specialty. And Javik is his usual forthcoming self. I'd trade my last 100 years to resurrect even one Prothean scientist to help us.
Conspiracy of the day. The Leviathan of Dis. Keep this in mind for later. Security almost opened fire on the Rachni when their ships pulled up to the Crucible, Admiral. I had to invoke your name more than once before they were let on board. They're following instructions, but my God, do I have to tell you how nervous everyone on the project is to see Rachni strutting down the halls. They almost gave Professor Lau a fit. I'll let you know how our next staff meeting goes. Dr. Locke. Grunt addresses new Arlec Company recruits.
Still don't understand why they put a tank-grown freak in charge of a whole company. I don't understand why they gave me whining pine jacks for soldiers. I have more years on the battlefield than you have kills, Runt. Trying to mate with Solarian females doesn't count as fighting. No one talks about me. Someone help him up. We move in an hour.
Nice one, Grunt. Very nice. I'm so proud. I'm so proud of my boy. He's growing up so fast. Alright, let's end this with Liara wanting to have a chat with us about something.
Liara, you had something you wanted to discuss in my cabin?
Yes, I'll be right up.
Come on in.
Thank you. Could we sit? I've been thinking about the knowledge we gathered on the Reapers, and how easily it could be lost again. So, I put a plan in motion to preserve things for the future.
What's this?
A record of the galaxy. Information on the Reapers, relays, different cultures, and blueprints of the Crucible. But there's one entry I wanted your opinion on.
Which one?
Your own. I'd be honored to have your input. How would you like history to remember you?
50,000 years is a long time for a computer to sit around.
Please, I was an archaeologist. I know what I'm doing. I'm encasing these records in time capsules and seeding copies on multiple planets. And while it's not foolproof, the VI I'm installing has every translation and linguistics program I could find.
So it's an information guide like Vigil on Ilos?
Yes, I've been preparing it for some time.
And it will be a privilege to guide the future discoverers of these records. Have you decided what you would like Dr. Tassoni to write in your entry, Commander?
Put down the truth. Good, bad. Don't leave anything out. Let history be the judge.
I'll give them the facts. Let me just delete all these breathless passages on your heroics.
You writing anything I can't live up to?
I can't help myself. You're a good friend, Shepard.
You've been there for me too, Liara.
No, I haven't. I wish I could have joined you back on Ilium.
You made up for it.
Well, I suppose I did just write your name in the stars.
I'm gonna reload that. This is why I quick save before these. The reason being is because I want to do the option where she says, I want you to decide.
Yes.
Because then she gives extra details. The extra dialogue and such, you know.
Which one?
I'd be honored to have your
Have you decided what you would like Dr. Tassoni to write in your entry, Commander?
You know me well enough to fill in the blanks, Liara.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I'd like it to be your call.
All right. Let's begin with the fact that Earth's most famous officer was born and raised in space. The commander was also a powerful biotic, nearly unstoppable when she charged into a fight. She was a soldier and a leader, one who made peace where she could. And it was a privilege to know her.
Careful this doesn't sound like a diary.
I can't help myself. You're a good friend, Shepard.
You've been there for me too, Liara.
No, I haven't. I wish I could have joined you back on Ilium.
You made up for it.
Well, I suppose I did just write your name in the stars.
See, what I like about that is that she acknowledges, one, what your character's background is, and she also acknowledges what your class is. Just a nice bit of little extra unique dialogue there, so. I may have to leave a post on the mod page. I'm guessing it might be the Collector's Cabin mod that's doing this, but let them know, hey, I have random models just floating in mid-air. Just saying, this might be an issue. But whatever. Alright, when we return, I'll have to figure out what planet this is. We will more than likely... Well, first off, we have to go deliver a very sad message to who's now going to be a widow Asari. But we will also be heading to Tachanka to save a platoon and help them with whatever classified mission they have. Stay tuned.